The Denver Nuggets and Los Angeles Lakers are set to face off in a Western Conference Finals that will be one for the ages. This is a rematch from a few years ago, but these teams look a whole lot different now. Lots of storylines and intrigue for this series, so I am breaking it all down for you today and giving you my prediction for who will win it. Be sure to drop a like and hit subscribe so you never miss an NBA video. And let me begin by talking about the home team, the number 1 seed Denver Nuggets. They made short work of the Timberwolves in their opening round matchup. Then they destroyed the Suns. The regular season and playoffs have shown that this Nuggets team is a force. And I think it's the best roster in franchise history, and it's not even close. It begins and ends with the Joker, Nikola Jokic. He is a Swiss Army knife on the floor. He'll give you points, rebounds, assists, shooting. The man does it all. His number 2 is Jamal Murray, who always seems to turn it up a notch when it comes to playoff basketball. He's averaging 26, 5, and 6 in these playoffs with 40% shooting from 3. And what about Michael Porter Jr.? He scores at all 3 levels. He's coming into his own and has matured as a playmaker, dribbler, and shooter. I think his confidence is through the roof, and he is a terrific third option on this team. And don't forget about Aaron Gordon. He's had a great year for the Nuggets, and I love how he complements the stars on this team. One thing I'll be watching with him in this Lakers series is how locked in will he be defensively, because he's going to have to be if the Nuggets want to advance. Looking further down the roster, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is a good 3-and-D glue guy who has shown he can be clutch as well. Bruce Brown, he's got an interesting game, and I'm excited to see how he's used to combat the stars that the Lakers have. And Jeff Green has been in the league for what seems like 100 years, but he brings that veteran presence to this squad. So Denver better be ready to play, because even though this Lakers team is a 7 seed, they are the most dangerous 7 seed that I can remember. They were able to beat a young and hungry up-and-coming Grizzlies team. Many thought it was a fluke due to all the Grizzlies injuries, but then they go out and destroy last year's NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors, in 6 games. Thanks to the Lakers, that Warriors dynasty is now on life support. LeBron James and Anthony Davis, 2 of the greatest in the league right now. Both have been in big games. They can step up on any given night. D'Angelo Russell has seen a career revitalization in his second stint with the Lakers. They needed a guy who can play off the ball but also serve as an additional playmaker, and they have that with D'Lo. And then there's Austin Reeves. He is the new golden boy of the league who can shoot it from deep and give much needed floor spacing to this squad. He is tough, and as they say, he's got that dog in him. He's been a revelation for the Lakers. Finally, Jared Vanderbilt does the dirty work inside. He's made a name for himself as the ultimate glue guy, sometimes a starter, sometimes coming off the bench. Does what this team needs him to do and knows his role. Off the bench, you have guys that all bring specialties you're going to need if you're going to advance against a team like the Nuggets. Rui Hachimura would start for many teams, but for the Lakers brings the ability to be a force inside, as well as shooting from the three-point line and playing smart basketball. Lonnie Walker IV showed in the Warriors series that he deserves playoff minutes. He adds to the deep Lakers bench. Malik Beasley has pretty much been a non-factor for most of the postseason, but this was a guy who was a 6th Man of the Year candidate earlier this year. He can bring the threes, and it's not crazy to think that if he's given the opportunity and he's feeling it, he can drop 20 or 30 in a game. And then you've got Dennis Schroeder, who can play the guard spots, doing what Dennis Schroeder does. So who's the pick? Well, the team split their 4 regular season matchups, but all 4 games were played before the Lakers made their big moves. So it's hard to get the full picture. I will remind you that since the trade deadline, the Los Angeles Lakers were one of the top teams in the Western Conference. With their roster now, they have a combination of shooting, playmaking, and defensive pieces that will create an effective environment for LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They can't be counted out. For Denver, though, what Jokic is doing is hard to wrap your head around. In 11 postseason games, this guy is averaging over 30 points, almost 13 rebounds, and 10 assists a game. And oh yeah, 47% from three. Did you hear that? 47%. His numbers and his play are getting better as the playoffs go along. And as unstoppable as Anthony Davis looks sometimes, Jokic just has him beat. I can't bet against the Nuggets anymore. I see them beating the Lakers in 5. Let me know in the comments who you got winning this matchup and drop your predictions down below. Like and subscribe too, helps out the channel a lot. Oh yeah, Nuggets and Lakers. I'm gonna need my sweet and sour barbecue sauce and a fresh pair of Balenciaga jean shorts for this one. But can we please find some minutes for Mo Bamba? I mean, come on.